Gulistan News Channel ke last ka dina digrim sikhan lan kya sangmala julel han kya kazu khote ne dang na dring jakma ni lada university na nga yuntani thapchu some ka tene trolling ma gas pass ke tenok yang I jakma ni se trolling rings la tene undergraduate courses yana 4-year undergraduate curriculum framework scoreboard tene salpo skyote dring tene ibe denspel ang chu ajate no yang teman pa tene lada university na nga dring tene FTII Pune tang tene lada university iske zungdela ma mangbone phala dulin yotkani tene screen acting foundation course bo sarte dring even khanen kan loptu gunla lakher gun zgote salazaz yang dri jadgue skabla lieutenant governor RK Mathur kundun 2013 chola Commissioner Secretary Padma Angmo tena chokla ngata Ladakh University Vice Chancellor Professor SK Mehta skundun teman patene University Professor na tene ngata dakse ngata college tene girgan hangyas even ngatu saja teman patene yuntana delyut tene yang ma khaspas bunbo ma mangpoji gang even ngatu saja tenpin ziksang I degree mi khaksik
old national policy on education framed in 1986. And I think it is aimed at paving the way for transformation reforms in school and higher education system to make India a global knowledge superpower. The choice between 3 or 4-year undergraduate courses, multiple entry exit options in degree courses, adding 3.5 crore seats in higher education institutions, which will now have a single regulator, discontinuation of MPhil programs, and fixation of fees are among the higher education reforms outlined in new NEP. Education holds the key to national development, and there is need to making quality education accessible and affordable to all. We need to relate teaching and curriculum with the real history of India, and from Ladakh perspective, it is related to Ladakh also. Its culture, its tradition, its folk, arts, and languages, dialects, and core Indian values. During the last 2 days, deans, principals, and faculty have taken part in intensive discussions by taking each and every aspect of NEP into consideration. And we have come up with a draft for implementation in Ladakh University, and in particular Ladakh also, to which we will be presenting to Honorable LG Sir. In this aspect, I am also happy to announce that University of Ladakh is implementing NEP 2020 from the coming session positively in all colleges at undergraduate level, and also, just to mention that partially we have also implemented NEP 2020 guidelines in the university from 22 to 23 sessions, and which is very successful as well. In addition, I am also happy to bring to the notice of Honorable Sir that the University of Ladakh completed successfully first ever 3 months foundation course on screen acting with the unconditional support of FTII. I am really grateful to director and faculty from FTII for making it possible. There were 16 students who joined this course, and the course has been very, very successful. We plan to continue these short-term courses, and also we are thinking of starting a regular 1-year course from the next session. Having small but highly dedicated faculty, University of Ladakh is progressing well and developing strong collaborations with national as well as international institutions. University of Ladakh is also getting support from many leading institutions and have signed MOUs with more than 25 institutions. I am confident that the support of UT administration, in particularly Honorable Sir, soon university will become one of the best universities in India. I once again thank Honorable NG Sir and all present at this valedictory function. I also thank faculty members
as well as in Kargil. Under Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, FDI is scheduled to conduct 75 short courses all over India, free of cost, exclusive for the scheduled tribe participants. With the help of Padma Madam and UT administration, we conducted 4 such short courses, again for the people of Ladakh. So why I am telling you all this? Because in every initiative of FTI, whether it is Skilling India in Film and Television, that initiative, or it is Center for Open Learning, or it is online courses, or it is Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav courses, we are including Ladakh because Ladakh is having that talent. In FTI, it is not easy to crack FTI examination. 8 to 10,000 students appear every year and only 125 students crack it. So still, I can count 4 people are there who have cracked FTI examination. Mr. Funsuk Ladakhi in 1972, only 3 students were qualified, an entire North India. Benjamin Gilani, Tom Alter Saab and Funsuk Ladakhi. So even latest we have a student Jigman who was a student of 3-year cinematography course. My student Rohit Amos, he was there, cinematography course. Presently we have on campus a student from Kargil, Zahir Abbas. He is undertaking a video editing course. So you people have talent. What we need to do is we need to just nurture it. We need to just push it. We need to give exposure to it. And that's what exactly FTI is doing it through our country. Recently a team from Kargil visited FTI. Some 15-20 people were there. Few of them were officials of LHDC Kargil. And it was also decided that we will introduce this course for school children also. So that at early age you decide to become a filmmaker. See, there are career opportunities. सिर्फ डॉक्टर और इंजीनियर ही नहीं बनना है लाइफ में, आप फिल्म मेकर भी बन सकते हैं लाइफ में. तो इंट्रोड्यूस तो कराएं, कम से कम हम बच्चों को इंट्रोड्यूस कराएं, बाकी उनकी मर्जी, हम बताएंगे ही उनको ये क्या चीज है करके. और मेरा काम है, इफ आई एम अ डायरेक्टर ऑफ इंस्टीट्यूट, आई विल प्रमोट टू बिकम अ फिल्म मेकर. एंड गोइंग फर्दर विद दिस, लास्ट ईयर व्हेन वी हैड हिमालयन फिल्म फेस्टिवल, so Padma Madam, our ex-FTI director, I was not director last year, but I visited this place. LG Saab was also there, Mehta sir. We all discussed and everyone was having only one goal, to promote local talent. And so we decided to have MOU with Ladakh University and FTI. This is the first MOU with Ladakh University we ever came out. Even our ministry says that instead of opening your extension campuses, we don't have extension campus. FTI is only one institute in Pune. We can easily have our extension campus all over India. But our Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, they are of the opinion that you empower local universities. Let your local universities have Department of Cinema and Television, because universities are having set pattern of education system. So let your universities.
Our respected VC has already given a brief overview. I would like to emphasize only on 2 points, sir. Because I wear the hat of the Ladakh Skill Development Mission also. I remember in January when I joined the UT administration, Honorable Lieutenant Governor simply told me that he wants each and every youth of Ladakh to be certified. He said every youth of Ladakh should be skilled and the skill should be certified. When South Korea can have 92% of its workforce skilled, why can't Ladakh have a similar aim? However, sir, it's difficult. It's a tall order, I would say, because the percentage of enrollment, rather the percentage of certification across the country is very low at 5% as per the available data. So National Education Policy gives 2 targets to all the educational institutions. One is that the gross enrollment ratio by 2035 has to be 50%. And secondly, that the vocational education to at least 50% of those enrolled in the higher education institutions by 2025. So we had very intensive deliberations about the national education policy, the integration of general academics with vocational education and experiential learning. And I'm very thankful, sir. I would like to acknowledge the presence of the 7 sector skill councils, sir, who are joining us online today. We had a 1.5 hour, rather 2 hours discussion in the morning with them, sir. They joined us online and they offered a variety of courses which are NSQF aligned, sir, which are certified courses, which will carry the credits which are required for the NEP, sir. So I would like to assure you, sir, whatever, as I said, sir, the target is actually very difficult to immediately for us to achieve it in a very short time. But yes, I think within 1 or 2 years, at least 50% of those youths, sir, who are enrolled in higher education institution would be getting some kind of a skilling course, sir, of their choice. So that is the commitment that we've got from the colleges and the universities. So your presence here would definitely encourage them, sir. The first session yesterday that we had, sir, that was basically about how we roll out the national education policy, sir. So the 2-hour session stretched up to 3 hours, sir, because we discussed how the course curriculum has to be realigned, so specifically for the first year, because it has to be an introductory kind of a curriculum so that all the students get a taste of whatever subject choices that they can actually opt for. I would say, sir, it was a very fruitful and productive workshop. Outcome-based, sir. That is what we are aimed at, and we look forward to the implementation of the national education policy from 2023-24. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Which is a historic moment for higher education in UT of Ladakh. A new education policy is bound to bring sea change in education system, and the August gathering under the guidance of Honorable Vice Chancellor and with the Commissioner Secretary extensively deliberated for 2 days, which was well supported by various directors and their nominees, besides all the principals and teachers of colleges and campus. The deliberation focused on faculty development program, employability and career counseling, internship and apprenticeship, research, skill and vocational courses, institution development plan vis-a-vis new education policy. And above all, we very extensively discussed and deliberated on the curriculum framework of 4-year undergraduate program of University of Ladakh to be implemented from next session 2023. We are quite, as of now, we are quite well aware of the new education policy, but still, I would just brush through some of the major reforms that new education policy would, new education policy wants to bring in. 50%.
ये जिस्म, ये जिल्द सब मिट्टी से बने हैं।
नहीं, जिल्द तो प्रोटीन से बनी है ना अम्मी?
हाँ, जिल्द में 60% प्रोटीन है और ये है क्लिनिक प्लस साबुन, इसमें भी प्रोटीन है।
जल्द में प्रोटीन, साबुन में भी प्रोटीन।
क्लिनिक प्लस का पहला प्रोटीन से लैस साबुन जो दे सेहतमंद दमक।
Word tangmin naso nun khan sharba na chung sagifiar gaskar.
Yanti naso lung istong isur saksumi January chiga lochop get nonet na.
Dekas nan ma ngistong nishu saksumi Aprili chiga ya July chiga ya na October chiga yanti naso lochop get plus ka to nun chayot na.
Yanti mingun photo electoral rolang chukpang yan chainso.
Thuk bazar rang yuli bielona.
Yana zix bazar www.waterportal.gov.in ka. Novembering istong isur saknisir guikana, Decembering istong isur saknisir get sukpi barpianok.
District Election Officer Ithiosna mimang si Chorimingna.
Block enrollment ratio by 2035 says holistic and multidisciplinary education, flexibility of subjects, credit transfer and academic bank of credit, ABC, that is, research intensive or teaching intensive universities, then model multidisciplinary education and research university, MIRU, more or less in every district, or if it is not possible, then in near to every district. Graded autonomy, whether it is academic, administrative or financial, to all the colleges. Phasing out of affiliation system of colleges in the next 15 years. Online self-disclosure based transparent system for approval. Common norms for public and private higher educational institutes. Public investment in education sector to be 6% of GDP at the earliest as much as possible. And as it was discussed time and again, that if it happens, it would be a miracle for the education in the country. The higher education system, it is based on the credits. And for your information, I would just want to go through what credit actually means. The credit is the workload of any course in terms of the time, the hours, you can say. One credit is equal to 15 hours of teaching if it is theory, and if it happens to be a practical or a field work, it is 30 hours. And the credits which are earned by a student in one semester, which extends up to 15 to 16 weeks, 3.5 to 4 months. So, University of Ladakh, as Honorable Vice Chancellor has also said in his welcome address, that University of Ladakh is ready to implement new education policy from the very next session, that is July 2023. Here I must say that, till date we used to have an academic session extending from March to December. But now we have shifted it so to make it in accordance to the whole nation. And now we will be having our session starting from July 2023. UOL is already registered on ABC, that is Academic Bank of Credit. UG program is going to be a 3 or 4 years with multiple exit and multiple entry. Each academic year is divided into 2 semesters. The different levels of programs, as in higher education, the level of program starts from level 5, so it goes up to level 10. So level 5 is the undergraduate, the very first year of undergraduate program, that is level 5. So any student wish to exit after the very first year of undergraduate program, he can do so with a certificate. In the second year, if a student wants to exit, he will exit with a diploma. And if he continues to do so with the third year, and if he feels like exiting at the third year level, then the level.
Good Salam. Namaskar. Very good afternoon to all. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Honorable Commissioner of Higher Education, Professor Sehare, Dean Academic, in charge of Garden Campus, principals of the degree colleges, all the participants, whether in the FTIA faculty, Mr. Kant, Mr. The students who did the FTIA course, actually a privilege to be attending this conclave. I must begin with a round of congratulations. Firstly to Director FTII. You have been so very kind to Ladakh. You have agreed to a first ever course here. You have agreed to do this 3 months course, and you have now kindly agreed to continue with the program in the next academic year. I am very thankful to you. I am sure that your efforts will bring new energy, new knowledge, new talent to Ladakh, and the entire Ladakh joins with me in thanking you and congratulating you. I congratulate all the students of FTII who have done this 3 months course. It was a privilege to see these films. I am not a film expert, but I can, once I enjoy the film, I know it is good. So I enjoyed the film. I do not know the technical aspects, but I know that these students have done a very good job. I must compliment them on the good work done. I wish them success in whatever they do in future, in their field, chosen field. And I'm sure that those who have come from outside Ladakh would always remember this experience. My best wishes to all of you. The National Education Policy, this conclave for 2 days. I must congratulate all the participants led by Honorable Vice Chancellor and the Commissioner of Education that in 2 days' time there is a consensus within the university, within the university colleges, and we have actually produced a document for implementation by next year. I think this is a very big job, and to achieve it, to discuss it, and to produce a document in 2 days, my congratulations and thanks to all of you. You've done a wonderful job. I would like to touch on only a few things. There is no point in talking about the National Education Policy. This is the policy of the country. This is the policy which is to be introduced. And this is the policy I am very happy to learn. And I must congratulate this team that you have agreed to implement it with effect from the next academic year. I think that itself is a very big, a very major decision, and all of you need to be complimented for that. Now, some words of what we should be doing. You are more than aware, you are not only teachers but also practical administrators. You know that a lot of preparation is involved before you can launch these 4-year courses. So I have just one simple request, that let these preparations be reviewed at periodical intervals, at a frequency to be decided by the Honorable Vice Chancellor, so that we know that by the time the next academic session starts, everybody is physically and mentally prepared to do this. Whatever is required from the government, from sector skill councils, from a variety of agencies to implement this. It must be ensured that that is physically available, that you are physically and mentally fully prepared for 4-year course. And that is why my request to all of you is that you must sit periodically as a very conscious policy so that all the glitches are ironed out well before.
Ina tangyam po dri dirim boton ngar gonspa salazat jule